U.S. to drop COVID trying out for incoming worldwide air vacationers. Washington. The United States will drop from Sunday a 17-month hold requirement that human beings arriving in the U.S. by means of air test poor for COVID-19, an official said, a move that follows intense lobbying with the aid of the Airways and the Journey enterprise. A formal assertion can be made in a while Friday. The step comes as the busy summer journey season is kicking off and air carriers have been already getting ready for report call for. Airlines have stated many Americans aren't journeying internationally because of issues they may test tremendous and be stranded overseas. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention (CDC) has determined that the technological know-how and statistics show the pre-departure COVID assessments are not important, said the reliable, who declined to be named. The measure will come into effect at 12:01 a.m. on Sunday and the CDC will reconsider the selection in 90 days, the Legit said. The United States has required incoming international air vacationers to offer pre-departure BAD assessments since January 2021. In December, the CDC tightened the policies to require vacationers to test BAD inside someday before flights to the U.S. rather than 3 days. The CDC has now not required checking out for land border crossings. The reputable stated, if there's a want to reinstate a pre-departure checking out requirement along with due to a brand new, concerning version CDC will no longer hesitate to act. Many nations in Europe and elsewhere have already dropped checking out necessities. The CDC remains requiring maximum non-U.S. citizens to be vaccinated in opposition to COVID to travel to the USA. Two officials told the administration had considered lifting the testing policies most effective for vaccinated vacationers. Airlines for America, an alternate organization representing primary airlines, stated, lifting this policy will help encourage and repair air journey to the USA. IATA, the arena's biggest airline trade organization, welcomed what it called top-notch news that the management is getting rid of the useless pre-departure COVID check for tour to the U.S. In April, a federal judge declared the CDC's requirements that tourists put on masks on airplanes and in transit hubs like airports unlawful and the management stopped imposing it. The Justice Department has appealed the order but no selection is possibly before fall on the earliest. Nonsensical, American Airlines, NASDAQ, AAL, Chief Executive Robert Isom stated ultimate week at a convention that the testing necessities were nonsensical and have been depressing entertainment and commercial enterprise tour. Many lawmakers had pressed the Biden management to boost the trying out rules, currently contacting senior White House officers to make the case. I'm satisfied CDC suspended the burdensome COVID-19 testing requirement for international tourists, Nevada Senator Catherine Cortez Masto stated. Raymond James stated in a studies observed that lifting the restrictions is a critical catalyst for worldwide travel. Delta Airlines NYSE, DAL, Chief Executive Ed Bastian informed Closing Week that losing the necessities will improve tour, noting that 44 of 50 nations Delta serves do no longer require testing. U.S. Travel Association CEO Roger Dow stated Friday's pass will boost up the recuperation of the U.S. Journey enterprise, which become difficult hit through the pandemic.